issue, which is the loss of beauty in our neighborhoods and the loss of nature. So Chemainus is a town just down the road from me on the island where their mill went down in 1981. And they were really depressed. They lost 500 jobs in a very small town. But one of their residents called Karl Schutz said he'd seen murals in Austria. He said, let's revive the town by bringing art into the town. And now they've got about 50 murals all around the town. That shows the native indigenous, heritage, the history of the pulp mills, of the timber mills, and all that sort of stuff. So, and it's really fed tourism, people coming in to stay in the town, to visit, to stuff like that. And they built a theater there, using art to bring back beauty and love and life to the community. In Portland, an organization called Street Repair is encouraging neighbors to reclaim their communities by doing things like this, like painting the intersection and all celebrating around it. And then anyone can choose to be creative with, with the use of color and brick and art and plants and stuff like that to bring beauty back to life. Here in Lisbon, the words say, for a green Lisbon, where people are just bringing greenery and celebration into their streets. And singing. Start a community choir. Let people sing together. So we're celebrating the beauty of music as well as art. But the biggest beauty of all is nature. And so finding ways to bring the beauty of nature into our lives is really important. So in the Taras Valley Nature Reserve, this is a story from the lowlands of Scotland, where the people in the Taras Valley had felt that these lands were their lands, but they were owned by a distant landowner. But they then got together collectively and they bought their lands. It's a 10,000 acre community buyout that they used to secure Lamho Moor, for future generations, using community shares to get people involved in collective ownership of that land. Locally here on Vancouver Island, we do a thing called the Bio Blitz, when people are encouraged once a year to get their cameras out, use a thing called the iNaturalist, and see how many local species they can identify and share.